Hello and welcome to another Kaladesh draft league here. Let's enter and see what we get. Alright, here we are for our first pick. This is an interesting pack. We have a nice rare here in the form of eliminated competition, which is obviously amazing in a servo heavy deck, probably white black. But we have some pretty strong uncommons as well. Emerald Bruiser is fine, although obviously not better than this. Trumpeter is pretty fine if you are in the plus one counter deck. And Whisperer Angel is amazing. It's the kind of card that would go really well in a deck with eliminated competition because red, I mean black white usually has a lot of cards that make several tokens when they enter the battlefield, and Weaver Angel can take advantage of that. Also some rares like Gonti and whatnot, and the golden common. But here I'm gonna take the eliminated competition. It's an amazing card, right? It's a card that can just win the game right there. All right. Here, I guess we have a Young that we could take. Although Young is a card that I'm not really a huge fan of. There's a Shrewd Negotiation, which is pretty fine, but I don't think the eliminated competition will work wonders in a blue deck. I may just go ahead and take the Servo Exhibition here because the thing about Servo Exhibition is that it allows us to start, it combos really well with eliminated competition, right? We do want cards that make servos, and maybe we can get an inspired charge back. We certainly want a couple if we are going this route. Whereas Young, it's fine, but I don't really like it that much. I'm not looking to second pick it here. I think I'll keep with what I have so far and just go ahead and take a server exhibition to work with the eliminated competition. Alright, here we get a perfect common, Greensleeve Artisan. There's another trumpeter. If I had wanted to force this deck, to force the green plus one counters matters deck, then I could take a second one here, which would be pretty awesome. But I feel really good with where we are so far here. So definitely taking the Artisans, one of my favorite commons, especially for this deck. Okay, here we could get a second server exhibition or a foundry inspector. I think those are the two actual options we have. There's a Sky Swirl Harrier, which is pretty nice. It's a common that can, it's always nice to have one or two of these in white decks, just so you can close out games. Self-Assembler is nice, Rush of Vitality is nice, but none of them are cards that I take over these here. Not sure if I want a Foundry Inspector because I don't really see myself having that many actual artifacts to reduce the mana cost here. If this was the other guy, the guy that gives +1/+1 to artifact creatures, I'd take it in a heartbeat. But here I think I'm gonna keep with the theme here and take a server exhibition. Not sure if it's better than a Harrier, but well, it does work with what we have so far. And well, this is an interesting pack as well. There's a Foundry's creature, but there's a Sky Skiff, and I think I'm gonna take the Skiff. Screecher is fine, but I guess one, Screecher is a card that I usually can get later on. Don't need to prioritize it here. And two, Sky Skiff is, it works really well with having, all of the servos to crew it, and it's a card that is a lot tougher to remove. It blocks a lot better as a flyer. I think I'm gonna take the Sky Skiff. This is a super close pick though. Could also take a Harrier again, but I think Sky Skiff is one of my priorities here. Alright, here we can either take a Puzzle Knot or an Inspired Charge. Either hub seems fine, but I'm not taking it here over these two cards. I guess, I mean, both these cards are cards that I usually get, later on. They're not cards that are generally super high demand or anything. But I think the Inspired Charge just works better with what I'm trying to do here right now, so that's what I'm gonna take. Okay, Lookout seems fine if I'm gonna have a few vehicles worth crewing. There's a Build to Last too. Build to Last is pretty nice as well. I think I'm gonna take it. Pretty cheap. Yeah, better than the Lookout, for sure. Okay, we could take a self-assembler or we could take an Ambitions Etherborn. Even though the Etherborn works well with our theme here, it makes tokens, I think I'm gonna take a self-assembler just because I'm not super high on the Etherborn. And the self-assembler is a card that can really be amazing in multiples. It also, commits multiple creatures to the board, but it takes a few turns to do that. But the creatures are larger than +1/+1 servo tokens. So I'm gonna take that and see where that leads me. All right, Butyl number 2. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play the second one. Could Hate Draft and Appetite for the Unnatural, or could take a Night Market Lookout. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Lookout. I don't really want a second build to last, so let's just leave the Lookout here just in case. Here I'm going to take a Skygate. It's an annoying card against me since I'm trying to be super aggressive here. Ducaro Scavenger is a card that I'm not really high on, but it's black, so I'm going to take it. I mean, you never know. This thing is annoying. Look at that, a rare. Alright, so this is our first pack. This is quite a bomb with this deck though. I'm happy about that. Hopefully we can get something like a Fleetwheel Cruiser. Yeah, that will work. It's an awesome card. There's also a Renegade Freighter, which is amazing, isn't it? It is. But yeah, I guess the Cruiser might be a bit better just because it self animates for a turn, has haste. It can just deal 5 out of nowhere. So that's nice. Although I think this is a pretty close pick. I mean, Freighter is ridiculous. But yeah, let's take a Cruiser. Hopefully we get another Freighter. Ooh, Fairgrounds Warden. Don't mind if I do. Amazing card. Another great card for the green +1/+ encounters matter deck. Pillar Bug is fine. Make obsolete. 5 is so-so. Impeccable Timing has grown on me. I mean, this format has been so aggressive in my experience that Impeccable Timing is a pretty amazing card to have early on. But yeah, Fairgrounds Warden is just better. Ooh, Saheeli's Artistry. Jeez. So you could take a Die Young, an Aviary Mechanic, or a Sky Skiff. I think I'm gonna take an Aviary Mechanic just for the sheer combo potential with stuff like Gleamsleeve Artisan and Fairgrounds Warden. And I'm looking to get more Fabricate guys here, so this could work well. Man, Saheeli's Artistry is really amazing, but no. I'm not giving up this card. I think this card is generally better. I mean, I'm not sure. It's better in my deck, that's for sure. So let's take the Artisan. Right, Fortuna is fine, is a card that I like. Whirler Maker is fine as well. Find is pretty amazing. We do have a few. You know what? I think this Lookout could actually make it here. We just passed the Sky Skiff, by the way, but still think we will be fine here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a Fortuna is fine. It's probably my best option here. Ooh, all right. This is a fine card with stuff like making a lot of tokens and also with an Aviary Mechanic. So I think I'm gonna take it. We'll have a Norri. Nah, this. Yeah, not really willing to play that. Riparian Tiger is awesome. Crane Reunion, blah blah blah, nothing much else. This is fine and all, but yeah, I guess the patrol works better with what I'm trying to do. Alright, here we get a couple of really decent cards. The Puzzle Knot and the Ballista Charger. Ballista Charger is fine. Puzzle Knot, however, works with what I'm trying to do here. Is it better than a Ballista Charger? Am I really going to beat that? I mean, I have already two vehicles, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna take this one. I mean, the Ballista Charger is certainly the more powerful card here, but this works with what I'm trying to do. Inspired Charge, eliminate the competition. There's a Rush of Vitality, which is a fine card as well, but I think I'm gonna try to go deep on my theme here. Right, Thriving Ibex or Security, I'm leaning towards Ibex. Don't want a second for is fine. Don't really want to refurbish. So yeah, let's go ahead and take an Ibex. Okay, well, I guess Torch Gauntlet is pretty nice when you're making as many small tokens as I am. It's a fine pack, by the way. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. All fine cards. But for me, it's gonna be the Torch Gauntlet. Alright, don't need the second one though, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a Pressure Point, which I'm not sure I'm gonna play. I guess we shall see. Right, Live Fast is an okay card. The fact that this format has been so aggressive to me is, something against the Live Fast actually. But oh well, let's take the Diabolic Tour. Sure, why not? If we really want to go look for our bombs, right? Mind Rot is a nice card to have in the sideboard as well. Okay, well, Pack 2 wasn't as nice as Pack 1. I mean, we did get a Fleet Wheel Cruiser, but I like our rare from Pack 1 better. Hopefully we get a Restoration Gearsmith. Manage to find something like that. It's a really awesome card. Okay, wow. Speaking of small creatures, huh? Augmenter and Enthusiast. Both are amazing cards. I like the Augmenter better. Doesn't Renegade Freighter. You see, like if this was a pick one, pack one thing, I'd probably take the Freighter. Nah, I think I take the Harness Lightning. But if the Harness Lightning wasn't in this pack, I'd take Freighter over both of these. However, since I'm trying to go big here on tokens, I'm gonna take the Augmenter. Hopefully we'll get something here from this pack, because this pack is pretty packed. There's an Enthusiast, another Puzzle Knot, Inspired Charge, Foundry Switcher, Renegade Freighter, even Inventor's Goggles, all cards that we would be very happy to have. And there's also other powerful cards, or rather cards not in our colors, and that's Harness Lightning. Here I'm going to take a Visionary Augmenter. Oh geez, Skyship Stalker, huh? Yeah, well, this ship has sailed. I think I'm gonna take a Greensleeve Artisan. I think it's better than a Propeller Pioneer. It's cheaper. Subtle Strike is fine as well. Oh yeah, it's gonna be the Artisan for me. Alright, Restoration Gearsmith. A card that I really enjoy. There's also a Dund Operative, a Consul's Shield Guard, and a Trail Hawk. All nice cards. Although the Hawk, I'm not sure how good it's gonna be in this deck, because I'm going to have a lot of small creatures rather than big ones. But Gearsmith seems to fit perfectly with what I'm trying to do here, so that's fine. Foundry Creature seems also fine, so I'm finally taking one here. There's a second Self-Assembler as well, but I think I'd rather have the Foundry Creature. Don't I? I mean, this deck certainly is very susceptible to make obsolete, and I guess having a few self-assemblers can prevent that. But well, I think I'm gonna take this creature anyway. Alright, well, Sky Skiff and Acrobatic Maneuver. All fine cards. Maneuver is quite fine, but I think I'm gonna take a Sky Skiff. Sky Skiff should work really well. And it justifies having a Night Market Lookout on my main deck. Maneuver is pretty good. Obviously, can reset a fabricate guy, make another token, or put a counter on it. You can reset stuff like Thriving Ibex. You can animate Fleetwheel Cruiser. I mean, you can't, right? Only target creatures, right? But you can also reset the Gears Myth, which is pretty amazing. But I'm just gonna take a Skyscape. I just like it better, I think. Alright, Trusty Companion is fine, but I think here I wanna die in. I do want removal. Yeah. Dying is fine. Okay, here there's nothing that we really want, so why not just take a rare? Is that something we want to splash for here? Some red card? I don't think so. Nah, there isn't, but oh well. Still taking it, I guess. There's nothing for me there. Alright, Diang number 2. That's fine. Another Night Market Lookout. I could also take an Ambitious Etherborn though. Like, I'm probably not gonna play this self-assembler at this point, so Ambitious Etherborn should be okay, I think. Shouldn't it? Yeah, like, I don't have a lot of removal though. Although Diang does not remove a lot of things. Yeah, I'm gonna take a Diang though. I guess I need that more. Alright, Inspired Charge number 2 is exactly what I wanted to wheel here from this pack. Subtle Strike is fine, but I think I want to take a Pillar Bug. Yeah, Pillar Bug is fine. Okay, another Live Fast. Can bring that in against controllers decks. Ooh, a Metal Spinner Puzzle Knot. I actually like seeing that. I'm playing that over the other Live Fast here. Fortuna's Fine is fine. Let's bring that in. And Herald of the Fair. It's a card that we could even play. Not sure we will though, because as is, our deck is pretty packed. Shall see soon enough here. Right, so I narrowed the deck down to 24 cards, but I want to play 17 land here, I think. Don't I? I mean, do I? I have like one 5-mana card, and I have at least one Metal Spinner Puzzle Knot to, draw me extra cards here. I'm not sure. I think I could play 16 land here. Would be like 9-7 in favor of white. Probably. I mean, we have a lot of early plays, so I think it's not really necessary to play 17 lands. We have like, it says we have 10 creatures, but that's not true because these are creatures and this is a creature as well. This is sort of a creature. I mean, it at least attacks on turn ends the battlefield, so it's more of a creature than a Skyscapes, but Skyscapes are creatures as well. So looking at it that way, we have a whole bunch of them. We could also take out a Torch Gauntlet, but I think we have enough tokens lying around that Torch Gauntlet will actually be pretty fine. So yeah, I think this is gonna be it. Let's try 16 land. Sort by color. I'm not playing less than 7 swamps though. It's gonna be 9-7. Cards like Inspired Charge are cards that I don't really want to play on turn 4 probably. Although this I do want to play on turn 4. It's a double white card. But that's why we're gonna have more plains than swamps. But I think 9-7 is a fine ratio. Alright, so here we are. Let's save the deck here and see you round 1.